Hello friends and welcome to my YouTube channel Simply Stocks, and today I'm going to talk about Deepak Nitrite, a stock for which there was a lot of requests that were coming in over the last few months, and I was not able to make the video, but today I'm making about it as to what the stock is all about, what the company does, and whether you should invest in this stock at current levels or not. So let's get started. First of all, a disclaimer that this is not a stock recommendation. People taking any position into any share that I talk about should do that with their own due diligence and research. And I'm not in favor or against any company that I talk about. Now about Deepak Nitrite. This was established in 1970 and they manufacture basic chemicals and fine and specialty chemicals and performance products. So they are into different domains and different types of chemicals that they produce, which are used in varied industries. It has a global reach and spread across 30 odd countries, and not just means working domestically. And they cater to sectors like food, agrochemicals, detergents, and so on and so forth. And especially their business towards food and food coloring is pretty renowned and it's growing pretty well. They have manufacturing units around the nation, so around 7 to 10 manufacturing units that I know of, and the market cap of the company is around 7,000 crores, so it is a small cap company in that sense. If you look at the financials of the company, then the sales have gone up by 46%, and this is December FY20 versus December FY19. The profit growth has been exceptional at 140%, with a profit of 258 crores, owing to higher operational margins, higher operational capabilities, and higher prices for their products of different chemicals that they were exporting abroad. There is high debt, and this is a cause for concern for Deepak Nitrite, and a real alarming thing that they have relatively higher debt compared to their peers. The promoter holding is low, but institutional holding is very big in the stock, so not a lot of free float is available. Return on equity is around 17.7%, which is above average of the industry, and the operating profit margin is exceptional at around 23%. So overall, looking at the numbers, they look extremely good, extremely strong, and with the kind of product reach that they have, the kind of business that they have at the moment, it is at an inflection point and going to grow even further. The only cause for concern here or issue is the relatively higher debt, and they would need to pay back that early and probably have lesser debt or become a no debt company. That would be amazing, and that would help the company grow faster as well. If you look at the performance of the stock, then the stock is up around 9 times in the last 5 years. So stock is around 450, 460. It was trading at around 50 rupees, something like 5, 6 years back, and so it has gone up a lot. It is not that the company is extremely new or something which people do know about, or it is a very small cap or a micro cap company. People do know about it. It is a small cap company, but the results have been so good, and the results have continuously been good, consistently being good, that now what is happening is more and more people are buying into it, and there's a lot of you can say momentum into the stock as well. It fell sharply between February till now, and it fell something like 60% from the top. So currently it is trading at interesting valuations. It has fallen around 60%, gone up around 20-25% from those low levels, but it's still trading at very reasonable valuations. As we have just mentioned, the numbers have been very robust, very strong, and it feels like with the what has been happening globally, the numbers could set to dip probably for a quarter or two, but then again it would spring back very quickly. The return ratios are top class and best in the, you can say, in the industry, and they compete better than their competitors. Currently it is trading at only 11 to 12 times earnings, so it is not extremely expensive at all. Although I must say that normally all stocks which are in the specialty chemicals domain do not trade say at 25-30 times earnings. very few of them do. So we could expect an easy 40-50% upside from these levels, that the stock could be trading at 18-19 times earnings. So 12 times is extremely attractive valuations at the moment, and it is all set to increase even further going ahead. So why I believe that it is a buy on decline. First of all, it is in a unique space catering to major industries. So they are not catering to say China, or catering to one country here and there for particular specialty chemical products. They are catering to the food industry, which has been growing appreciably over the years. They are right now exporting to various countries, and those export orders could continue further once the problems abates across the globe, and things could be even better. Low debt and a small base will help, but then it needs to have low debt. Currently the debt is high in the company. Small caps will be in fashion, and that remains to be uh, for sure in the coming few months. We will see, and in the next 2-3 years, with the kind of capitulation we have had in the small caps, that we could see a tremendous uptrend in the whole small cap index, and stocks like Deepak Nitrite would perform even better because of their strength in the balance sheet and numbers. Current correction has made the valuations attractive, because at before this it was trading at 23-24 times earnings. Currently it is trading at 12-13 times earnings, which is extremely reasonably priced considering the kind of growth the company has been showing over the years. And one thing, and this is an extremely important point that I want to make for specialty chemicals and all chemical companies, that there is a chance for some sort of a business, 5%, 10%, 20% business coming out of China and establishing their exports from India, and India would get the lion's share of that if people are, or if larger companies who buy these products are not satisfied with the market in China, and they would like to shift altogether their bases to other countries, India would pounce on to such situations or such opportunities. Technically speaking, the support is around the 350 level. So if somebody is going long for 3 4 5 years, then he can buy at around 450 460 and have a support at 350. The short term support is at around 435. That looks a strong support at the moment, but if market falls to 7,000, we could see 350 levels again in the stock. So the strategy should be that you buy on declines and buy in tranches of 10-15%. That's just about it. Technically speaking, it is currently in an uptrend, but things can go very quickly. You have to understand that. So buy on major declines. Corrections will be for sure big buying opportunities, and probably if somebody wants to get into it on a short term basis to make big profits, then wait for levels of 500 to 550 to really buy big. It can be a multi-bagger from here, because the market cap of the company is only 7,000 crore. So what needs to be done? In my opinion, you need to buy on major declines and keep track of numbers. So any decline closer to 400 levels would be a better buying opportunity. Have a good 6-7 year view, and this could end up being a 3-4x easily from these levels, and have less than 5% exposure of your total portfolio. So this was a video on Deepak Nitrite. Please like and subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon so that you can get my videos straight away when I post it. Thanks a lot for watching.